I'm gonna do my makeup with just 3 colors and 1 makeup brush. I'm first gonna go into my foundation color and get some product with the fluffier end of my brush. And I'm just gonna kind of paint this on in the beard area and over the mouth and kind of around the nose and up in the T-zone. I'm also just gonna do like a light amount under the brow just to kind of tone that redness down just a little bit. And then I'll do a little bit under the eyes. And I'm applying the lightest amount under my eyes so it doesn't crease. I'm gonna flip my brush and use the smaller end and go into my contour color, which is like this dark brown color. And I'm just gonna kind of run it up on my cheekbone area as well as the hairline. And this is just going to kind of bring in the forehead a little bit and make it appear a little bit smaller and shorter. I'm also going to do a little bit under my lips as well as under my jaw. I also like to do it on the sides of my nose to make it appear smaller and thinner. And then I'm just gonna kind of run that up into the brow. And then the last color I'm gonna apply is this lip and cheek color. So it duals as a lip and cheek. I'm just gonna apply it to my finger and I'm just gonna apply it right above that contour where that line is. I'm just gonna apply right on top of that, right where that line is, right on top of it. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit on my lips. I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose as well as my eyelids. And now you're just like, girl, you look like a legit clown. And that's okay. We're going to just take this brush and we're just going to blend it all in. So I'm just going to make sure all my lighter color was blended in well. And then after I have that blended in pretty good, I'm just going to kind of come back in and start with my blush and contour color and just kind of start to blend this in. And I'm just using small circular motions as well as kind of a patting motion. And the nice thing about this makeup is it's buildable. So if I feel like I want to add a little bit more contour when I'm done, I can do that. If I want a stronger contour, I just have to add a little bit more contour. So in my blush area, I like to add a little bit more of this blush. I think it's so pretty and I want to make sure that I can see it. So I'm just going to add a little bit. But there is my one side blended and this side is not. So let's blend this side. And just like the blush and contour, if I feel like my blemishes are still kind of popping out, I can just kind of give them a second little kick real quick. Or if I feel like around my nose is a little too red, I can just kind of pat that in and use just a little bit more product to get that coverage that I'm looking for. And that's literally using just 3 colors and my one brush multiple different ways. So if you're someone who loves a super simple makeup look, then you could totally just rock these 3 colors. I would also totally recommend just getting 2 more shades. So this is going to be more of a concealer color. It's what I like to call a brightener. And then this is a bronzer. So I'm going to show you real quick how you can just add these 2 colors to your palette and it's really going to make a difference. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my small end of the brush. I'm going to go into my brightener and I'm just gonna pop it in the middle of the corner of my eyes as well as the outer parts of my eyes, my cupid's bow, a little bit down the nose, kind of in that T-zone and on my chin. And as you can see already, it's just gonna really make my face pop a little bit more, make my eyes even brighter, and just kind of lighten up the face. So I'm just gonna take that fluffy end and I'm just gonna lightly pat this in. It's a super subtle addition, but it makes the world of difference when it comes to my eyes. It really makes them look even brighter and more inviting. After my brightener, I'm just going to take a little bit of this bronzer color. I'm just going to kind of place it kind of right on top of where my contour was as well as my blush. And then also on the end of my nose. And I'm just going to kind of start to rub this in. And this is just going to give my skin a little bit extra color to it, a little bit more warmth and a little bit more alive. And I like to run it down my neck. And that is it. I used this one brush and I used a total of 3 colors. Again, if these 2 intimidate you, you can always start with a smaller palette and work your way up. I promise once you start to play with it, you'll be like, this is not as scary or intimidating as I thought. But if you just want to try something super simple, just message me and I would love to get you set up. Or you can fill out the color match form in the link in my bio, or you can comment the word palette below and you'll be hearing from me shortly. I hope you have a beautiful day and we'll be chatting soon.